Jake, this is a situation you have been in before the season as far as, needing to step up for this team. What was it like to do it on this stage?
That's great. To be able to do it in a World Series is something special, but the job's not done yet, and tonight was a huge team effort. And it's kind of been the mentality of this team the whole year. We haven't had the healthiest of seasons, so it's been the next man up mentality. So it felt good to go out there and contribute tonight.
Corey told me that Adolis addressed you guys in the hitters meeting.
Yep.
What did that message do for you all as an offense?
I think it pulls you together, right? Anyone would give anything they could to go out there and be on that field tonight. And when Adolis gets hurt, that's emotional, right? Like, he's been a huge part of our success, not only in the postseason but in the regular season too, and he deserves to be out there. So that's when you pull together as a team and you say, hey, let's do this, for the guy who can't go out there tonight. He's pulled us along this whole year. Let's pick him up.
What do you think when it's 10-0 right there?
It's not over. Anything can happen in this game. It's a crazy game. So until you get that last 27th out, it's not over. You stay locked in and you keep that aggressive mindset.
How can you reflect on
laid out as the backdrop for this with the emotion of Garcia being hurt? What did it feel like for you to play such a big role and come out there and get a clutch hit to drive in a couple of runs?
Yeah, it felt great, but I'll tell you what, that's top to bottom a team effort tonight. Nobody went, and did more than they're capable of. Everyone kind of just did their role, passed the baton to the next guy up, and if you guys should be talking to anyone, should be talking to Marcus. He had a heck of a game. So, he was picking me up out there and driving in a lot of runs.
Travis, how can you reflect on your journey, 9 years, in the big leagues? You finally get your first at-bats in the postseason last week, and then you have this moment. How can you just reflect on the journey?
It's awesome. Honestly, right now there's not a lot of time to reflect on it. It's let's go win one more, So I'll reflect on it over Thanksgiving with my friends and family, but right now it's let's go get one more and get that ring.
Have you were lingering around in that clubhouse in surprise, not knowing what your fate was going to be in Arizona? Would you have ever envisioned that you would be here on Halloween in this spot?
You dream about it, but at that point it didn't seem like too much of a reality. I knew what this team was capable of. I knew I wanted to be a part of it. And I can't thank CY and the front office enough for giving me that chance.
When did you know you'd start tonight?
When you hear about Adolis and a potential oblique situation, I was locked in last night preparing to start. I didn't get the official news till about 2 o'clock today, but I was ready to go. Shoot, I've been ready to go 15 years ago. I was waiting for this, so it's one of those things that, I found out at 2, but I was prepped, well before that.
What's allowed you to stay ready and contribute right away in these moments?
He's a gangster, that's why.
No.
Is that true?
Honestly, when you're hitting this lineup, you know that you don't have to do too much. I knew that I didn't have to go out and have the postseason that Adolis was having. I just had to go out, swing at pitches I could handle, put a good swing on the ball, and get on base. That's what I've been doing all year. That's always my mindset. And like I said, you don't replace Adolis. You play the best version of you that you can, and I just wanted to go out and do that tonight.
If you would have asked me when I was a kid if I'd be playing in the World Series at all, I'd laugh at your face. But being one way is super special, and we can't let our guard down. We know what they're capable of, and we got to take it one inning, one pitch at a time tomorrow, and hopefully we can finish this off tomorrow.
We've asked the question a bunch. 10 in a row. That's pretty wild.
Oh, yeah. 10 wins in a row in the postseason is special. Even the regular season, it's unheard of. And doing it on the road in the postseason, it's pretty remarkable. And I think we just go out there, play our game, and good things happen.
Given the news, losing Adolis and Max before this game, how satisfying is this win?
Yeah, every win's satisfying, no matter what the situation. And obviously, you never want to lose those guys, and they've been pillars for us all postseason, and especially Adolis has been our MVP. But obviously, we got to go out and play the games, and there was no time for sulking. We had to go out, perform, and I thought Janko did a great job stepping in for Adolis, and I think the team rallied around it, and 1 through 9 we had a good game plan tonight and did our jobs.
But just know,
How did that feel to go out there and post 11 runs in a World Series game?
Felt great. We were able to punch him in the mouth and add on to that after in that third inning. That was huge.
What led to that kind of offensive explosion for y'all?
Great question. I think it's just the approach we had as a team. Just pass the baton, have good at bats. We're going to see a lot of different angles from a lot of different guys in a bullpen day. So just have one solid approach, and then pass the baton to the next guy. Don't try to go up there and hit a 5-run homer. Just have the best at bat you can, try to win pitches, and that's how we just kept moving it along.
What did Adolis say to you guys before the game today, and how did that impact this group?
Oh man, I mean, he told us the news in our little meeting. He broke it to us, and we all feel for him. That sucks. He's had an unbelievable postseason, probably one of the best ever. So it sucks that he went down, but he told us that we got it. Go pick him up and just keep rolling.
Do you think that factored in at all? Were you guys just that little bit more motivated to go out and get some hits for him?
It definitely doesn't hurt. But yeah, anytime somebody goes down, we've dealt with it. We dealt with it a lot this year. It's just how can we pick that guy up and just go out there. Janko had a heck of a game stepping in that role. Super happy for him, and it's the fact that he stayed ready and was able to do that was incredible.
How did it feel to get 3 hits today?
Great. Just want to go up there and win at bats and execute my plan. That's truly all I'm focused on. And I got some results tonight, which helped.
One win away from a title. Just thoughts, feelings on being this close to your goal.
Don't think about it. Don't let it sink it, or don't let it get in your mind. Don't let it be more than it is. We just got to go out there and play one more good baseball game, and if that happens, great.
Josh, how many championships have you won?
Not many. This will be pretty cool, but just like I said, we got to just stay focused, stay locked in, and just go take it one game at a time and then break it down to one pitch at a time.
We saw you early with A-Rob, third baseman. What was that conversation about?
That was pretty cool. He was my guy growing up, so that was pretty cool. Pretty special moment to go over there and just talk some ball with him. But we were just kind of going over some plays that I'd made in the DS, and then one the other day.
Josh, you guys have been pretty good at just next man up mentality when guys go down this whole season. What was it like just seeing Travis step in for Adolis?
I mean, can't be happier for him. It's just one of those like wow moments, truly. How he stayed ready this whole time, regardless of how long it's been since he's gotten that bat or whatever. Super happy for him, and can't be more proud of him for his effort and for staying ready.
So what was it like when Adolis addressed you guys before the game? What was his message, and how did you receive it?
Yeah, it was awesome. He's vulnerable. He wants to be out there. Told us he loved us. He wanted us to do it for him. So we tried to go out there and put on a good performance.
You guys did go out there and do it for him. How much extra motivation was there to go out and hit the ball well after listening to him?
Yeah, obviously, you want to play good in these moments, right? You want to try and win a World Series. So he was a big blow for us, and we just tried to carry the load for him.
Corey, can you speak to Jankowski coming in and filling in for him? He didn't have that night he did.
Yeah, what an awesome game. Hasn't had a bat since the ALCS. Before that he hadn't really had any. So to be able to come in there and do what he did and control the strike zone, get some big hits for us, it was pretty impressive.
Can you speak to Heaney as well, coming in there going 5 and getting his first World Series victory?
Yeah, that he's definitely the hero. To be able to go out there and do that and shut that lineup down like he did, it was exactly what we needed in a big moment.
You're up 3-1 here. You've been a part of the Dodger team that's closed it out. What is it like trying to get that win a championship?
You can't take anything for granted. They're a good team. They're going to scrap. They're going to fight, and they're going to claw, and they're never going to give up. We showed that today. We got up early, and they still grind through some at bats. So we got to come ready to play tomorrow.
You saw Zach in Game 1. You've seen him in the past. Thoughts about facing him, their ace tomorrow?
Yeah, he's tough. He's their guy. So we're just going to go out there and do our best against him.
What is it with 2-run homers and Ranger wins in this series so far with you?
I don't know. We're just trying to put good at bats together.
Sure.
I know you're generally not one to want to talk about yourself, but Major League Baseball put the stat out earlier tonight that you have now played in the exact same number of games. You have one more home run and the exact same number of postseason RBIs as Reggie Jackson. When you're in that kind of company, how does that hit you as a baseball fan and as a baseball player?
Yeah, obviously that's pretty special, to be compared to a guy like that. It's probably something you'll navigate towards the end of the year, but right now we're focused on tomorrow.
Corey, when you face a guy like Zach Allen again, do you feel that he's going to be switching, trying to make some tweaks and everything, or just go with what's got him there, basically?
I'm sure he's going to probably go with what he's got, but that's more of a question for him.
Corey, can you speak to the fact that this team has now won 10 straight road playoffs?
Yeah, like I said before, and yesterday as well. You know, we're trying to compete where we are. You know, it doesn't matter if we're on the road or at home. We're just trying to go out there and play good baseball.
Rangers have never won a series, and you have a chance this time tomorrow to be celebrating it. How do you not think about that? How do you stay level-headed and not enter into that kind of thinking?
You have to, because it very well could not happen. You know, you got to come out and play good baseball. So it's all about trying to get one more win now.
Hey, Corey, Marcus has struggled some this postseason. Now happy for him for his triple and home run.
Yeah, another huge game for us. You know, he came up with 2 outs and hit a triple, and then hits the home run. You know, to kind of really put us ahead and in a good spot. You know, it's props to him for sure. It was awesome to see.
Those were 10-2 out runs. Those are bangers.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're gonna compete until the inning's over. Doesn't matter how many outs there are. We're just gonna try and have good at bats.
And Corey, you've been with this team for a while. You know the fans desperately want a World Series championship. They've come within strike twice before. What do you tell me how you feel about the fans and their situation? How much you would like to win it, obviously for yourself and the Texas fans.
Yeah, I mean everybody's excited to hopefully be able to do that. You know, this team's excited to be able to do it, probably just as much as they are. So we're gonna come out and try and play good tomorrow.
With one more win, you have the chance to win it to be the MVP. Second time that you got here, what's that feel about?
That's not in my mind.
Blow's pinch ran for you in the ninth. Are you just feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you had to boil it down to why this team doesn't ever seem to get fazed by adversity, what would you say?
Just resilient. You know, we've talked about it all year. Just playing good baseball, trying to win series, pass the baton mentality. You know, you don't have to be the guy every night. So it's just kind of translated for us.
When you're good at that, when you've got a track record of being good at being resilient, does that become then something you can harken back and say, hey, we've done this in this situation, and use that in a day like today?
Yeah, you know, we're never going to give up. You know, we're going to play until the last out, and we're going to try and compete.